We all love sitting there watching YouTube or listening to music, either when we're bored, when we're doing exercise, or other things like that. Some of us, though, cannot afford an expensive pair of headphones to use for our favorite pastime, and that's why the dollar store is so cool. Yeah, I know, the dollar store. You see, last time I was in the dollar store, I passed by the technology section and picked up 3 different pairs of headphones from 3 different companies, and we're going to see just how bad or just how good these headphones are. Now, we may be pleasantly surprised, but my expectations for this video are super low, but some of the stuff that they came with were kind of cool, so we'll check that out. Let's get into the video. Alright guys, here's the first pair of headphones. The cool thing about this one is that it comes with some accessories, which I personally find to be really cool. But you never know. Those accessories can be a disguise for how bad the audio is. So let's get to unboxing. Alright guys, here's the headphones. Alright, first let's take a look at how good they feel in my hands. First thing I'm going to say is this wire is super cheap and just, I feel like I could just rip it in half. But the cool thing is that it does have a microphone. But I can just imagine how bad a $1 microphone will sound. So, yeah. Alright. So this is actually really cool that it comes with a carrying case and extra stuff. Some really expensive headphones don't even include that, but I personally have a bad feeling because I think they're just using this as a disguise for how bad this is. Now, I do got to admit, I really can't say. I've never tried them yet. So let's plug them into the phone and test them out. First with some YouTube, then with some music, and I'll tell you how bad they sound or how good they sound. Also, we will be able to switch up these, which is really nice. It comes with red, but red and black looks awesome, so we can change that up. Let's go ahead and plug them in. For this video, I'm going to be using my Samsung Tab A that I reviewed in a previous video. The unboxing and review for this thing was pretty bad quality, but if you really want to see it, go ahead and click on the eye in the top right corner of your screen to check it out. Now, let's watch a YouTube video and see if it's good or bad. Alright, first thing I have to say about these headphones is that they're kind of quiet. Now, that's good in some cases, but not so much when you're trying to watch a YouTube video, and it's not really something that hinders the quality, but I gotta admit, the first time I plugged it in, it sounded so distorted. I had to turn the wire and keep the wire face down so that it doesn't sound distorted, which is terrible. And listen, I have experience with more expensive headphones, which means I'm going to review this based on what I've seen from $100 headphones. Now, technically that's wrong because you guys who are watching this are probably looking for some budget headphones. So I'll try very hard to review these from a perspective of a broke person. So let's put these bad boys on and listen to some classical music, which is kind of quieter and not as rocky as, well, rock. And we're going to listen to that next, and then we're going to see how the drums sound, stuff like that. So let's get into it. If you guys are interested in this tablet, you guys can find a link for it down below in the description. Anyways, let's get into it. Okay, I did watch 2 YouTube videos. One of them was a louder video, one of them was a quieter video. Both of them sounded really quiet, but now that I'm listening to classical music, it's suddenly so much louder. I think it has to do with how Spotify plays music back. So that's pretty nice. Alright, From my experience with more expensive headphones, I would usually say this is really junky. However, from a perspective of a broke person, I'm going to tell you guys these really aren't that bad. Once you get the wire in the right position and it's turned properly and it doesn't sound really choppy and distorted, I don't think this is bad for someone who's really broke and just needs a pair of headphones for everyday use. But the build quality is absolutely horrendous, which means if you sit on these or step on them, they are gone for good. But the cool part about that is that you can just buy a new one for $1. So just get 10 of these and you shouldn't have a problem. Let's get back to listening to a more rocky song and I'll tell you how the drums sound. Alright guys, based on these things sounds absolutely terrible. I wouldn't recommend these for listening to music. The bass is horrible. But look, I really have experienced more expensive headphones, so it's kind of hard for me to review these as if I was broke. According to my experience with expensive headphones, these are terrible, but if you really are looking for a cheap option, these aren't really so bad when it comes to sound quality, at least in YouTube. And with music, you have to turn the wire a little bit, but once you get the exact position right, the bass will sound somewhat okay. I know it sounds really weird that you need to turn it, but yeah. Alright, now let's jump in to the next pair of headphones. The next pair of headphones are these, and first thing I'm going to say, these do not include the whole extra earpieces that we saw before, but they actually might be better in that sense, because when companies will include these fancy things for just $1, I can imagine just how much they spent on the headphones themselves. Probably not too much, and because of that, it's just horrendous. But if these headphones were built for, let's say, 75 cents, probably a little less than that, probably a lot less than that, they're going to be better than the 20 cents that the red headphones were built for. So let's unbox it. Packaging is just as cheap as last time, but at least they include a little twist tie for cable management, which I did not see with the other pair, but the other pair did have a holder, so that was better. Alright, so about these headphones. The wire is still really thin and cheapy. I mean, the build quality of the actual headphones themselves, I gotta say, is a lot better than the other one. But the wires are, no matter what, gonna be just thin and cheap. But this one, let's see. Yes, this one does have a microphone, but keep in mind, microphones from cheap dollar stores type stores are going to be absolutely terrible, distorted, and disgusting sounding. So make sure you do not use this microphone, no matter what. Alright guys, let's plug them into the Samsung Tab A, and we'll see just how good or how bad they sound. We're going to do the same test as last time with YouTube, music being classical, and then rock, and we'll see how it sounds. Let's go. Wow, these things are big. Another quick thing to note, these earpieces are much bigger than on the last one, and I have kind of small ears, so let's see if we can make this work. Now we plug it in. First, we watch a YouTube video that's quiet, then we watch a YouTube video that's loud, then we watch music, like quieter music, such as classical, and then we watch, or rather listen to, some rock. So, let us watch a YouTube video. One thing to note is that these headphones are certainly louder than the other ones, which I personally am a fan of, but if you like quieter type headphones, the first one might be better. I'm not going to go over brands, and I'm not going to include links in the description because I really do not want you guys to buy these. If you really need some headphones, even Five Below sells better headphones than this. You can buy for $5 and get over-the-head headphones, or even just earbuds. And they're a bit more expensive, but just about $4 more, and they're a lot better. So I will include links in the description to Five Below headphones that I personally enjoyed and have experience with. So let's get back to listening. Guys, I plugged them in, they were working for like 2 seconds, and then they started doing weird things to the tablet, and I turned them around and moved the wire up and down, and they're not working anymore. Trash. Let's get on to the next ones. Now this pair is the pair I'm excited to see. You see, just from looking at the box, it's better packaged, for sure, and they just look better. So let's unbox them. This is the final pair, and I am super excited. Packaging is certainly much more high quality than the other two pairs. I gotta give it to them this time. They made it impossible for me to get my earphones out of the package. But aside from that slight problem, packaging wasn't too bad, and well, better packaging will usually mean a better product. Not always, though. If they could spend more money in packaging and they only have maybe 75 cents to spend, oops. But, yeah, and by oops, I mean they're probably spending more money in packaging than they are in headphones, but here they are. Much better build quality, certainly better build quality. These do have a microphone, which, once again, something I'm never going to use no matter how much you pay me. But, once again, they are certainly bigger than the first pair we tried, but a little smaller than the second pair we tried. I'm hoping these will work. I have pretty high expectations for them. So, let's plug them in. These headphones are quieter than any of the 3 headphones we tried so far, and well, they're very quiet, but okay. You can't really judge based on loudness. If they're really quiet, that's an issue, and if they're really loud, that's an issue, but they're just quiet. Once again, bass is sounding terrible on here, but you really can't expect so much from such cheap headphones, especially with like bass and stuff like that. So I really can't say that you shouldn't buy them based on the bass, and they're just not the greatest. So far, I think the best pair we've tried has to be the first pair. It came with so much accessories, and it was just better overall. About these headphones, okay. I would buy them. They did not break like the second pair, and they're pretty good actually. Not quite as good as the first pair, but yeah, I'm gonna give it to them. I tried the YouTube tests and the music tests, and it works. So I think it's safe to say these are buyable. Now, I do not care how much I said about these headphones. I still don't want you guys to buy them because dollar store headphones are just not a good bet unless you need them right now and here. But if you don't need them right now and here, getting them from Five Below is better and probably just better value. To rank each of these headphones from best to worst, I'm going to say that the first pair was the best value for your money and the best sounding overall. The second pair broke, and I didn't even step on it or do anything to it. It just flat out broke. I did not like the second pair at all. I think there will be 3 on our list of best. The third pair was actually okay. Between the first and third pair, which one I would buy. I would probably buy the first pair first, but if they didn't have it, the second pair is an okay option too. Now, in terms of which one you guys should get, once again, you're getting none of them because down below in the description, I included 3 links to 3 different headphones I found on Five Below's website, and they're just overall 10 times better. Even though they're $5, those $4 really make a difference. Trust me, I've tried them. So go ahead, click on the link in the description if you really need cheap headphones. Some of them go for as cheap as $3, but they're mostly $5 with shipping, but I bet you could get them at your local Five Below in-store. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys are new, it would be absolutely awesome if you would hit the subscribe button. What we do here on this channel is we review, unbox, and we have tutorial videos coming out at least once a week. So it would be epic if you would hit the red button. And you guys can check out some more videos at the end card that will be coming up soon. And of course, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you really soon. Goodbye.